Bum 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 bum. The Peter Like Show. Bum 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 bum. I hope you're continuing to enjoy my recent art projects. So over there behind me at the wall, we have a bunch of Mondrian art squares, the Pythagorean tree, a square root spiral, and I have a few other ideas coming up. I also ordered a bunch of supplies, so I'll leave it as a secret for now. I got some supplies for making more Mondrian art squares that I recently ordered, and I also hope to pitch that idea. So I need a lot of prayers for that to work right. I don't necessarily want to make a fortune off of my art projects, but I do want to get the word right to the right person who can take this to the next level, whether it be financially or in terms of connectivity, because especially the connectivity, because that has been very lacking in my art career. There's a reason for the recent binge in art projects. Two reasons, actually. Number one, I want to strike when the mantle is hot. I haven't always had the motivation to do so much art, and I know that energies like this don't last forever. And so I want to get as much out of the way as possible so that later on I can kick back and do other things that may come to mind or that may just come up, right? Maybe one of these days I'll finally meet the right person. I want to spend more time with her. And if I have a lot of art to sell, that's good too, right? So strike when it's hot. But more importantly, this past, well, actually, over a month ago now, my ex girlfriend got married, and I'm not necessarily upset at that, but I've been wanting to not think about it, take my mind off of it. And it's forced me to, number one, I got the job here at Central Arizona College in large part because I was so busy diverting my thoughts away from my ex girlfriend that I totally aced the interview and everything else, and aced my relationship with the students because I so badly needed to. I'd be in the classroom and oh my, I need to focus on this class. I can't be thinking about my ex girlfriend. That has what has really propelled me through the last 3 weeks, right? And which is great. And the art projects, obviously, to just to divert my attention from that. I am not sure if this is a good or a bad thing. I'm trying to enjoy it as it comes. It kind of feels like an unsustainable bubble, though. I'm worried how it's going to end. If eventually things just go back, slide right back to normal, I'm fine with that. I don't necessarily need this condition to last forever. What I'm worried about is that it's going to end in a disaster of some sort. So I need you guys to continue to pray for me by hitting. This time it's a Peter Like show by hitting the Peter Like button. But tomorrow I got another event to go to. There's a Japanese girl there that I'm trying to impress. Like I showed you guys earlier, shogi set that I made. I also made a card game based on shogi called Goyoda, Goita, and so I got some cardstock paper and printed out some cards, and uh, we'll see. And pray that things go right with her by leaving a Peter like on this video. And earlier today, I was thinking about taking a vacation because I haven't left the country in 5 years. But I hate to interrupt this good streak, right, of all these great art projects and good work here. I would hate to throw that away. But we'll see. It might not last forever. The other thing I hate about vacations, and this is probably a big reason why I haven't taken a vacation in 5 years, I really dislike the ends of a vacation. Obviously, if I take a trip to Taiwan, it ends at some point, right? Could be a week later, could be 2 weeks later. When I was living in Seattle, Washington, my least favorite place in the whole Seattle area was the baggage claim at SeaTac Airport. That was one of the most depressing rooms in the entire city of Seattle. And to give you an idea of how depressing that city was, one day I was watching the news. This is long after I had moved out of Seattle. I was watching the news, and they were talking about how everybody had gone crazy to go see Taylor Swift at her concert. I think maybe this was right after reopening. People were finally able to go see a concert, and how Seattle had huge traffic problems because of that. Sorry about that, the lighting. I really despise these automatic lights. This is one of those things where somebody thinks they're smarter than you are, and they aren't. Anyways, I was watching the news, and they were showing how Seattle Airport had huge traffic issues because of Taylor Swift. And they were talking. Obviously, the people who were doing the interview didn't have a plane ticket, so they could only film the baggage claim area. They were interviewing people at the baggage claim, and when I saw the baggage claim at SeaTac Airport, I just instantly got depressed. I wasn't even traveling that time. I was watching it on the news. And now that I don't go on vacation anymore, I never have to worry about a vacation coming to an end. I know it's weird, but that's my sincere feeling about it. It kind of reminds me of eating disorders. It's very easy for me to go on a fast because a fast doesn't require you to conclude a meal, right? Sometimes I hate eating because my meal has to come to an end at some point. When I fast, I actually don't have to think about my meal coming to an end. It is a very, very weird concept. It happens with my vacations. In a way, it also happens with my dating life. If I don't date anybody, I don't have to worry about breaking up with them eventually, right? If I don't, you get the idea, right? I don't know if there's a concept for this, but I almost don't want to take a vacation just because I know vacations have to come to an end, right? Instead, I get to go on a permanent vacation where I get to enjoy my art projects, I get to enjoy my work. That never has to come to. I guess when that comes to an end, I won't have a life to worry about it. So, and it's not the end of the world either, right? Now, please continue to pray for me by leaving a like on this video. This is the Peter Like Show. Bum, 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 bum. The Peter Like Show. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. The Peter Like Show. Bum, 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 bum.